Section 1. Your phone could ruin your trip before you even board. Picture this. You're standing in line at airport security. It's busy, the conveyor belts are clanking, people shuffle past, and everything seems normal. Until a sharp, cold-eyed officer locks onto you and says, "I need to check your phone." Instantly, your heart races. A bead of sweat runs down your spine. Every private message, every meme, every photo flashes through your mind. You realize suddenly that your phone is no longer just a device, it's a potential trigger for chaos. This isn't a scene from a thriller, it's happening right now in airports across the United States. If you don't know the rules, a casual glance at your device could land you in a cold interrogation room, cancel your flight, or even block your entry into the country. Here's the twist that most travelers never understand. Not all airport uniforms carry the same authority. TSA agents? They mainly look for guns, explosives, and other physical threats. They cannot legally demand access to your phone, your messages, or your photos. But step over to the Customs and Border Protection officers and the rules change dramatically. These agents have sweeping powers. They can require you to unlock devices, copy every file, and even comb through your social media, all without a warrant or specific suspicion. It's easy to dismiss this as extreme, but in 2024, over 35,000 devices were inspected at U.S. borders. Ordinary travelers, students, tourists, and business people alike found themselves caught in this web. One misinterpreted photo, an innocent joke, or even a quirky contact could plunge you into a bureaucratic nightmare. The real danger isn't what you carry, it's what you haven't prepared for before you step on the plane. Section 2. Real stories that prove no one is safe. These aren't hypotheticals. They're hard, real-life encounters that should make every traveler think twice. Take the Brazilian engineer detained in Miami in 2024. He spent 8 grueling hours under questioning, all because his phone contained photos from a nuclear facility he visited for work. Innocent by every measure, yet agents flagged it as suspicious. He missed his connecting flight and nearly lost his visa. Then there was a Colombian influencer with over 500,000 followers, interrogated for 6 hours in Los Angeles over Instagram memes criticizing immigration policies. Border agents labeled her content anti-American. One seemingly harmless post could escalate into hours of interrogation. Even a Canadian man found himself trapped in Detroit. His WhatsApp group, Los Compas 420, was just a fantasy football chat, but officers linked the number 420 to marijuana and held him for 5 hours before realizing the mistake. These cases aren't rare exceptions. According to the ACLU, 65% of the device inspections in 2024 targeted ordinary travelers, not flagged suspects, people picked at random, or simply caught in an officer's bias. And here's the part that hits hardest. 82% of travelers surrendered and unlocked their devices under pressure, even when they legally didn't have to. A casual joke, a holiday photo, or a single like could spiral into a nightmare. The lesson is clear. Your device isn't just personal, it can become a liability if you fly unprepared. Awareness, timing, and strategy are your only shields. Section 3. Why nothing to hide won't protect you. Many travelers think, "I have nothing to hide, this won't happen to me." That assumption is a dangerous trap. Border officers don't just search for illegal content. They analyze your digital behavior, looking for patterns, connections, and even the tone of your messages. A Harvard study revealed that 73% of border issues arose from content travelers didn't even remember having. Here's the twist. Most people make the mistake of deleting sensitive material right before their flight. Ironically, this is exactly what triggers alarms. Airport systems detect unusual deletion activity, and forensic tools can recover files deleted up to 3 months earlier. Consider the case of a lawyer who deleted old photos from a university protest, thinking she was being cautious. Instead, authorities flagged the attempt, held her for 12 hours, and nearly revoked her work visa. The takeaway is this: preparation cannot be left to the last minute. It begins weeks in advance, and how and when you clean your digital footprint is as important as what you remove. Every careless action in the final hours can escalate into hours of questioning, or worse. Section 4. The silent traps in your digital life. The reality is, travelers get caught not because of what they carry, but because of what they fail to manage ahead of time. Weeks before your trip, you need to start taking control of your digital footprint. Political conversations, even private jokes or debates about governments and immigration policies, can easily be misinterpreted as hostile. Photos from wild parties, selfies in sensitive areas, or seemingly innocent snapshots can also trigger prolonged questioning. Apps that seem harmless, dating platforms, cryptocurrency wallets, or messaging apps from certain countries might draw unnecessary attention. Even your contacts aren't immune. A quirky nickname or an unusual connection could be flagged by officers trying to read meaning where none exists. Timing and subtlety are everything. You don't want to purge your phone all at once. Start early, back up your essential data in encrypted storage, and delete sensitive content gradually. This isn't about hiding illegal activity, it's about preventing casual content or innocent behavior from spiraling into a nightmare at the border. The goal is to stay one step ahead, ensuring your digital life cannot be misinterpreted in ways that jeopardize your travel. Section 5. Secrets the pros use to travel safely. Seasoned travelers, journalists, and diplomats approach this with precision. About 2 weeks before your flight, they start by creating a complete encrypted backup of their device. iCloud, Google Drive, or Proton Drive with two-factor authentication provides a safety net. Only after this backup do they prepare the phone for travel, resetting it to factory settings and reinstalling just the essential apps: airline apps, hotel reservations, offline maps, and emergency contacts. Some take it a step further, carrying a temporary second device or tablet dedicated solely to communication during the trip. This keeps sensitive messaging, financial information, and private content off the device likely to be inspected. On the main phone, they leave only neutral apps, Spotify, Kindle, navigation tools, ensuring that any recently used apps won't trigger suspicion. Even laptops aren't exempt. Professionals create a separate user profile for travel, separating personal and travel-related data completely. It's not about hiding anything illegal. It's about controlling what can be misinterpreted, minimizing risk, and staying calm when officers approach. Section 6. How to stay calm and smart during inspections. Once you're at the airport, awareness and composure are your strongest allies. First, identify who's requesting access. Is it a TSA agent or a Customs and Border Protection officer? With TSA, you can politely decline. With CBP, the rules shift dramatically. Maintaining calm and making eye contact matters. Ask clearly without confrontation whether unlocking your device is legally required. Often, officers back down when they see you are informed about your rights. If you must comply, never verbally give your password. Write it down on paper if needed. This subtle action protects you from claims of voluntary disclosure under pressure. Should agents become aggressive, invoke the right to contact a lawyer before continuing. This simple phrase activates legal protections many travelers are unaware of. U.S. citizens cannot be denied entry, though devices can be confiscated for extended review. Always request a detailed receipt listing exactly what was taken, along with supervisor contact info, and do not sign anything you do not fully understand. For non-citizens, weigh privacy versus entry carefully. There's no universal answer. Staying calm, methodical, and informed can be the difference between a smooth process and a prolonged ordeal. Section 7. The AI eyes watching your devices and how to outsmart them. The airport security landscape is evolving fast. Authorities are testing artificial intelligence systems that analyze not only what's on your device but how you use it, tracking app usage patterns, how often you unlock your phone, and even your typing rhythm. In some airports, pilot programs can extract data without ever asking, exploiting Bluetooth or Wi-Fi vulnerabilities. By 2026, regulations may allow agents to access your cloud backups if your device is linked, meaning even a clean phone could be scrutinized. It sounds alarming, but the same technology that poses a threat can also be your shield. Encrypted messaging apps, biometric authentication, and travel-focused security modes built into operating systems are tools travelers can use to maintain privacy. The takeaway? Protecting your digital life isn't just about deleting files, it's about strategic preparation, timing, and using secure technology to stay a step ahead. In this high-stakes digital age, knowledge is your most powerful defense. Section 8. the step-by-step survival plan every traveler needs. Transforming knowledge into action can make the difference between a smooth trip and a nightmare. Start 30 days before your flight with gradual digital cleanup. Delete sensitive messages and files slowly using secure deletion tools, Signal for chats, Cleaner for files, so it doesn't appear suspicious. Create an encrypted folder containing only what's essential for the trip. About 15 days out, prepare a secondary travel device with just the basics: itinerary, reservations, offline maps, and emergency contacts. Your primary phone stays at home, or if it must come, it should be fully backed up and reset. 3 days before departure, enable permanent airplane mode and disable Bluetooth, NFC, and Wi-Fi. Use a temporary email account and unlink all other accounts from your travel device. Keep the battery fully charged because a powered-off phone can appear suspicious. If an officer requests access, switch to a restricted profile or guest mode. Never hand over biometric authentication under duress. At every step, stay calm and precise. Record interactions where legal, note officer names and badge numbers, and request receipts for any confiscated devices. After traveling, change all passwords, monitor accounts, and consider an identity monitoring tool. Remember, your phone is more than a device, it's your digital identity. Protecting it safeguards not just privacy, but your freedom of movement. Share these strategies with friends and family. The more travelers are aware, the harder it becomes for anyone to misuse authority. With preparation, insight, and a careful plan, you can travel confidently, knowing your privacy and freedom are protected.